Nana, all of you open your videos. Okay. Okay, my dear students, listen carefully. In the previous class, we have explained about summarizing, how we are going to summarize a long paragraph. If in the question paper there is a long paragraph is there, how we are going to summarize that one, and what is the difference between note making, note taking, summarizing, and what it is called précis. These differences we have explained in the previous class. That chapter is over. Okay, the chapter is already actually that is chapter ch- that is chapter 3. Chapter 3 is over. Now today, the last chapter, our last chapter, our last unit. Okay, today's our last unit is uh, resuming or curriculum vitae. Resume or curriculum vitae. Listen carefully, my friends. In your previous class, I mean, in the intermediate class, you came across the topic of resuming and resume and curriculum vitae (CV). Here in this class, I am going to explain shortly. CV is nothing but curriculum vitae. It is nothing but your resume. It is nothing but your biodata. But here, I want to say there is a slight difference. There is a slight difference between curriculum vitae, slight difference between curriculum vitae and resume and as well as biodata. You see, biodata means it is just like as a summary type. Biodata means just like as a summary type. You are writing your name, you are writing your father name, parent name, చెప్పు క్లాస్లో ఉన్నాను. You are writing your parent name, okay? You are you have to write your parental address, okay? Only this kind of points you have been explained in the biodata. But whereas in the curriculum vitae, that is slightly different. However, slightly different. However, besides your biodata, besides your personal data, it is very needed, it is very important to write your educational qualifications. To write your educational qualifications. Focus on the educational qualifications, highlight the educational qualifications is nothing but called curriculum vitae. But overall and outwardly looks like same. Biodata is the same, resume is the same, and curriculum vitae is the same. Outwardly we see, but internally we go deeply. There is a lot of difference. There is a lot of difference between curriculum vitae, okay, and CV, resume, and biodata. Lastly, mainly I want to say curriculum vitae is only depends on, is only focus on, is only exposing on your educational qualifications. Your educational qualifications. Okay. You see, my dear friends, after your graduation, after completing your post graduation, you want to apply any job. how you are going to apply any job? You want to apply any job, definitely sometimes you have to fill some kind of the application form. Yes, 100% it is very needed to fill some kind of application parts. Okay, okay, how you are going to fill? The resume is the first instrument to introduce yourself and your capabilities. Once again, the resume is the first instrument. Resume is the first instrument to introduce yourself and your capabilities. That's why resume is very, very, very important. Curriculum vitae అన్న, సివి అన్న, రెజ్యూమ్ అన్న దాదాపుగా మాక్సిమం ఒకటే. ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు అప్లై ఎనీ జాబ్, ఉద్యోగానికి అప్లై చేయాలంటే డెఫినెట్లీ డెఫినెట్లీ యూ వాంట్ టు ఫిల్ అప్లికేషన్. దట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ద అప్లికేషన్ మే బి ఏ ప్రాపర్ ఆర్డర్. That is called curriculum vitae. Okay, before we learn how to prepare a curriculum vitae or resume, we will try to understand the difference between the curriculum vitae and the resume. Okay, actually curriculum vitae in Latin language curriculum vitae means course of life. Okay, and the word resume is borrowed from the French and Latin, of course. Okay, so another point I want to say, curriculum vitae is written 1 or 2 pages. Okay, more than 1 page is required to write your curriculum vitae. But whereas the biodata is consists of only 1 page. Biodata is consists of only 1 page. Okay. Okay, my friends, Mr. Kasi Gurushankar, listen very careful, and Naveen. Okay, in your fourth chapter, in your last chapter, okay, you have given a curriculum vitae. ఎలా ఇస్తాడు curriculum vitae? Question. Question ఎలా ఉంటుంది curriculum vitae లో? See here, the question paper I want to explain here. Write a resume for the post of English lecturer in a leading college. Write a curriculum, write a resume or curriculum vitae, write a resume or curriculum vitae for the post of English lecturer, okay, at SVKP college మార్కాపూర్ అనుకోండి. ఎస్వికేపి కాలేజ్ మార్కాపూర్లో లేదా సిఎస్ఆర్ శర్మ కాలేజ్ ఒంగోలులో ఒక ఇంగ్లీష్ పోస్ట్ ఉందనుకోండి, మనం దానికి వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు సెండ్ ఏ కరికులం వైటే ఆర్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు ప్రిపేర్ ఏ రెజ్యూమ్. ఓకే, అలా హౌ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు ప్రిపేర్ ద రెజ్యూమ్? ఓకే, యు సీ దిస్ ఈజ్ యువర్ క్వశ్చన్ బుక్లెట్, ఆన్సర్ బుక్లెట్. ఓకే, left side part is question part, left side part is question part, right side part is answer part. Okay, left side part enti question part means name, first name left side, rendu chukkalu petti eduruga write your name. Okay, tarvata name tarvata father name, me father name, write your father name. Address, right side write your address clearly. Okay, date of birth, right side write your date of birth clearly. Okay, religion, right side religion clearly. Okay, tarata educational qualifications, educational qualifications must be highlighting very, very grand level, in a very grand level. Remaining are all we are going to highlighting, of course, but whereas in the curriculum vitae educational qualifications are highlighting. Yes, highlighting the educational qualifications are nothing but to called curriculum vitae. Yes, Curriculum, biodata, the difference between the biodata and curriculum vitae is only the difference. In the biodata, we have to write all our belongs, all our things, all our everything, everything we are going to write, but not emphasizing our educational qualifications. But in the CV, it is very needed, it is very important to emphasize your educational qualifications. First of all, you have to write SSC. SSC means 10th class. Okay, in which school you have to complete your 10th class, which year, how many, what percentage. These three columns are important. Which school, which year, what percentage. Likewise, intermediate, college, year, percentage. Third one, degree, college, year, percentage. If you have any other qualifications like PG degree, PG, MA or MCom or MSc, you have to write the university from where you have completed your PG course, which year and your percentage. Okay, this is your educational qualifications. The next column you have to write additional qualifications. Additional qualifications. If you have any additional qualifications, write MPhil, which university, which year and what date. That is important. What year, which year. Okay, and what percentage you got. Okay, then PhD. If you have a PhD, then write PhD, the university, name of the university, the year and your percentage. Okay, these are additional qualifications. Then technical qualifications. Okay, if you have any technical qualifications like typewriting, higher and lower, or computer language, C, C++, Oracle, Java, or some other languages, you need to write it there in the column of technical qualifications. Okay, then it is needed to write your profile. Profile. What is your profile? If you have given the opportunity, of the job, what is your profile? To become a good lecturer, to become a great name to the university as well as our college also. Okay, like that your profile and your motto should be needed. You have to write your motto should be also needed at there. Okay, so these kind of curriculum vitae are given in the examination. Okay, you have to write the curriculum vitae at least in the 2 pages. At least in the 2 pages, not complete in the 1 page. It should be needed 2 pages. Okay, your personal data, okay, your family data, your educational data, your profile, and lastly, you want to write your authorization. You want to write your something like that. Okay, I hereby, last line, last finishing, I hereby, okay, assure that the above information is true and correct to the best of my knowledge. Okay, once again, I hereby assure to the above information, to the above furnished information is true and correct to the best of my knowledge. అంటే పైన చెప్పబడినవన్నీ, నా పేరు, నా ఊరు, నా ఎడ్యుకేషనల్ క్వాలిఫికేషన్స్, నా డేట్ ఆఫ్ బర్త్, ఇవన్నీ ఖచ్చితమే అని నేను ధృవీకరిస్తూ ఉన్నాను అని చెప్పేసి సెల్ఫ్ అటెస్టేషన్ లాగా చేసి యూ హ్యావ్ టు రైట్ యువర్ సిగ్నేచర్. దట్ ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ కరికులం వైటే. Curriculum vitae, CV. CV is nothing but applying a application for the job. CV is nothing but explaining your data your complete data of your personal qualifications, personal details, family details, your hobbies and habits, your educational qualifications, your technical qualifications, your experience, your salary expected. So many things you have to need to write. Salary expected is also sometimes you have to write for the private organizations. Expected salary. Experience is also very needed for any post. Experience, previous experience in column rastam, previous experience. Then you have to write your previous experience. What is your previous experience? In which place you have to, you have worked in the previous place, in which organization or which company. Okay, for suppose you are going to apply for the post of typist. Of course, you imagine just like that. You are going to apply for the post of typist. Okay, then it is very needed for your additional qualifications like typewriting, higher and lower, shorthand, both in Telugu and English. Okay, and you need to require, some kind of English knowledge. English knowledge. Okay, and also you need to require some experiences. Some experience previously you have worked at there. Before, if you have given that opportunity as a clerk or a typist, if you are given the opportunity as a clerk or typist, how you are going to success your job without any experience? So that you have to mention a kind of experience for the post of above foresaid. Okay, an experienced person can lead the post, can success the post very successfully. And another thing is preference will be given to the experienced persons also. Preference will be given to the experienced persons also. That's why, my friends, okay, writing curriculum vitae is not a simple task. Writing curriculum vitae is not a difficult task. If you keep quiet, if your mind is concentrate, if you are in very large scale, thinking well, then automatically at least you see you have to success your job. Okay, so I want to repeat once again writing curriculum vitae. Curriculum vitae already మీరు ఇంటర్మీడియట్ లో చూస్తున్నారు నాన్న. ఒక వైట్ పేపర్ క్వశ్చన్ ఆన్సర్ షీట్ లో లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ లెఫ్ట్ పార్ట్ కన్సిస్ట్స్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ క్వశ్చన్స్. Questions means your questions, your name, your father name, your date of birth, your address, your religion, okay, your caste and community, your hobbies, okay, and whatever the remaining things. Okay, this is all come into the category of your personal data. Personal data is part 1 anukunte, and mainly we are going to focus our educational qualifications. In this regard, in this context, we have to mainly exposing, we have to mainly highlighting, we have to mainly expressing, our what it is called educational qualifications. You have to write from your education qualifications from 10th onwards, SSC. For any job you are going to apply, either it is teaching post or non-teaching post, either it is a clerk or cashier, or it is a teaching profession, your qualifications needs from your SSC standard. SSC is a proof for your date of birth. 10th class mark list, SSC mark list is a proof for your date of birth. It is finally your date of birth. Yes, no change at there. So that it is needed. Then the next educations, intermediate education. Okay, in which college you have to complete your intermediate, which year and what percentage. Next, degree, in which college and what percentage, then which year. Okay, likewise, if it is needed your PG course, MA, MSc or MCom, whatever you, the question is asked, I mean whatever asked in the question lo ఏది అడిగితే ఏ పోస్ట్ కి అయితే అడిగితే relevant answer we are going to give that. Relevant, not give any irrelevant matters. We should not give any irrelevant matters in the answer sheets. Okay, so all our left part consists of questions and all our right part consists of answers, questions and answers. Okay, the both are coincide. Okay, they make a straight lines. Every question make a here straight line. There is a gap between number to number. For suppose first number is your name, then you take a small gap to the second number, I mean your father name, your address, okay, your religion, okay, your hobbies, okay, next your educational qualifications, okay, your address also needed, your address, complete address, full address, okay, then your educational qualifications, other qualifications, experience. Okay, if it is any private organization, you have to write to salary expected. Salary expected is also a kind of it is also needed in the for private organizations, but whereas in the government organizations you need not mention about your salary expectation, because it is a fixed. If you will be selected for the job, the salary is fixed. Okay, no need to ask this much of that much of, is none of our business. Okay, and if you want to in the last part you have to write your mobile number also, your id also given, your id, profile, motto. Okay, these things are required in the curriculum vitae. Overall, I want to say the curriculum vitae is nothing but explaining or exposing or highlighting your educational qualifications. Only educational qualifications are not called a CV, but besides the remaining qualifications, educational qualifications should be highlighted, should be focused. Educational qualifications should be highly focused. Then only it is called curriculum vitae. Besides that, there is also a kind of your all data, your personal data is required, your family data you are required, your hobbies are required, your mobile number is required, your ID number is required, your hobbies also required. Most probably, mainly your educational qualifications are very, very, very important, very, very, very highlighted, very, very, very exposed, very, very, very finalized. Yes. Okay, lastly you have to mention your ID number and as well as your phone number also, your ID number as well as your phone number also. The last part you have to write your assurance. I hereby assure that the above furnished matter is true and correct to the best of my knowledge. The above furnished matter is true and correct to the best of my knowledge. That is, then you have to write your signature at the right bottom of your page. You have to write your signature at the right bottom of your page. At the right bottom of your page, you have to write your signature. Okay, so I am going to conclude. The time is over. You see, left side all questions are there. Left side, your name, your father name, your address, your full address, your date of birth, your profile, your habits, okay, and your educational qualifications, experience, okay, other languages known, technical qualifications, salary expected, all the things are come in the left corner. Okay, the answers to the above questions write in the right corner. Okay, very straight up the question, you have to write the right corner, and lastly you have to write your mobile number and as well as your ID number, mail ID also is given. Okay, then lastly, already I told you just before, you have to write your assurance. I hereby assure that the above furnished matter is true and correct to the best of my knowledge. Then you have to write your signature at the right bottom of the corner, of the bottom. Okay, right. This is your curriculum vitae. This is your curriculum vitae, consists of your 5 marks. Okay, right. See you. See you in the next class tomorrow. Tomorrow at the same time. I am expected you are all the students today. So many students are joining, very happy. I am very happy to see. Majority are Sneha is there, Shravani is there, Guru Shankar, Kasi, and here I want to Alluriya, Naveen, Raju. So many students are today. I mean, very happy to see Mr. Kasi, Raju, Naveen, Sneha, Alluriya, Guru Shankar. Tomorrow also the same time 3 to 4. Okay, I am expecting. Hello. Yes. Okay, of course. Take a leave, man. Why? Why you want to leave for tomorrow? Why you want to leave for tomorrow, man? Okay. After that, I am going to give the notes on the WhatsApp. Okay, right. See you tomorrow, all of you. Okay, bye. Tomorrow, see you in the next class.